This is gonna be loud.
Bad idea.
You need 5 blood samples to make the injector. I need a battery for something else. You know what? This was a terrible, terrible mistake. Well, the time has finally come. All of those Last Stand Flash games have led up to this point right here, as we are checking out the full release of The Last Stand Aftermath. Now, if you're a longtime series fan, you're probably already psyched. In case you've never heard of The Last Stand, well, you're in for a treat. This right here has been around for a while, and this right here is hardcore survival. Let's go. Without warning, a previously unknown virus spread across the globe in a matter of weeks. Those who died changed biologically and were seemingly reanimated. Attempts were made by the military and Homeland Environmental Risk Control in order to contain the spread of the virus. They failed. Some civilians eventually presented as immune. This estimated 5% of the population are the only known survivors. We would need to find new ways to survive amongst the infected, to adapt and change. The world no longer belongs to us. Okay, and here we are 15 years later. Trinity, why have you stopped? Are you out of fuel? Yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, be strong, good luck. So, obviously, if you've played some of the old school Last Stand games, you might, be able to pick up a couple of things here. This is actually very, new player to the series friendly, however. It's going to guide you down through everything. But, things such as home environmental risk control or whatever, that would be HERC, which has been around for quite a while. Think of it like your umbrella, I guess, if you want to go down about it that way. So here we could dash, we could jump over barricades, we could also go to explore, and we could also apparently pop some zombies. Let's do a little reload here. Now, if you stop the reload right in that little sweet spot, you get an instant quick reload. Very useful for situations where you're being completely overrun. How you guys doing over here? Just hanging out, huh? Let's see if I just go ahead and pop a couple of you boys. Like so. And it seems like you are swimming. Get these attacks in here if we can. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You stumbling around. How about that? That right there is one agile zombie. Still doing it. Get out of here, you maniac. What do we got here? 9mm rounds. Very good. I guess, you know what? Spending way too much time over here when I really shouldn't for obvious reasons. And time is actually going to be very important for this game. We'll talk about that once it becomes an issue. Chem light throwable. Okay. Let's do what we're supposed to do here. Now you see the skulls over here? Alerting us of bad things that are about to go down. I'm gonna kick this back into liveliness. But we're in for a bad time. We're in for a bad time. Boom! Yes, that was intentional. I wasn't gonna let those zombies take me down. Yes, you're supposed to die. Essentially, that's kind of a quote-unquote tutorial for us right there. I'd rather blow myself up and bring as many as I can with me. So, now we begin our actual quest here. We're gonna be a lot of different survivors. Survivors who are now the virus that we once had an immunity to. It's starting to evolve. So now the people who were immune are now starting to get sick again. They're gonna be the ones being sent out to try to find a way for us to survive. The remaining humans anyway. Our boy Dr. Stedman. Yes, our next volunteer. My name is Dr. Stedman. I'll be overseeing your exit today. Take this as an auto-injector for antiviral. So this is going to be kind of important because I mentioned time is of the essence with this because we are indeed slowly dying and mutating. Now, slowly dying and mutating is actually have an upside to this game, like a little bit of a special ability. You need to find a HERCOM station that usually have refills. And essentially, this antiviral we got is going to stop the mutation for now, but as we progress through the world, we want to keep an eye out for these HERC stations that have more antivirals. If you play Days Gone, think of it like finding one of those research spots with like all the stuff you can do in there, like, leftover remains of the guards and the security teams. Doc Stedman says most of you only have a few days. It's those of us that are mutating. They probably didn't tell you when you signed up for this, but the colony is starving. We need you to go to the wall. Find a way out. We need supplies, weapons, ammo, but the dead zone has been picked dry. Take this car, find out what you can, and call it in. Okay, so this right here will be Uptown. I believe the only time you do this map is your very first run. Afterwards, I believe you skip it, and you start going through the randomly generated maps where you'll be surviving in. But this is kind of like, you know, again, to give you the last bit of rundown to learn about the game here. You're out of fuel? Yes, we are. Buzzard, you let me down, buddy. You put me in a death machine over here with no fuel. Now we gotta go and find it. Apparently another volunteer killed, so Buzzard's known for being a scumbag, apparently. Okay. Now over here we'll learn a little bit about, you know, pillaging. Things to find, things that we can interact with. Nothing right there. Crazy about that. This right here will be our virus, which will soon enough start ticking away. It's going to start eating at our actual HP. And once this is all completely filled up, we're completely new mutant, or whatever you want to call it. The interesting thing about that, though, is that as we do, continue to mutate, we'll learn abilities that'll actually help us survive in combat and things like that, special abilities. So in a way, we're becoming like, you know, mutants, like we're part of the X-Men or something, except you know, eventually we will lose our mind and that'll be it for us. We have a relatively slow loading weapon here, so more than likely a revolver of some kinds as we're popping them one at a time. But again, if you hit that sweet spot, you'll get an instant. So that is good. We found another one there, which by the way is a lot better than the one that we're rocking, because ours is apparently broken, so you know what I'll do. This here, unequip. We'll rock this bad boy instead. But we might have to reload this one. Alright, you see how this one's a little bit easier to reload because it's not broken like the other one. So, damage to weapons over time, you can fix them if I'm correct. This will be our first auto-injector over here. Or antiviral. And so we're looking for these little outposts here as we proceed to keep the mutation from killing us before we get to our goal. Doctor, you there? Stedman here. Did you find the antiviral? I did, just one dose. Good, good. Remember, that dose will only last so long. Keep an eye out for Herc structures. Most of the dispensers installed. Make sure to stay focused and get those supplies. You got it. Alright, so now we've learned about the antiviral. We just have to learn about refueling our vehicle, obviously, because of our boy Buzzard here. Now that's going to probably be... Ooh, ammunition already? That's going to probably be located in, again, another story-focused little part of this. Like, this is, I think you're only going to see this map once. I mean, I haven't done multiple runs ever to confirm that, but it seems like it'd be kind of weird if you do this map every single time you do another survivor. So that's just what I'm guessing. But we do have to go through here, and we're going underground. We're going to learn about lights because it's going to get dark out there as well. And we have some zombos. Hello, my friends. Now, a one-on-one situation like this, I like to imagine that maybe we could take you on one at a time. There's a little bit of stun locking involved, but don't get too comfortable with that. Sometimes, at least it's felt to me in the past, that the fighting, the melee can be a little bit jank. Like, it feels like, you know, you're landing those blows in, but somehow you'll take a butt blow as well. That worked out there fairly good. Conserve that ammo, pop this bonfire up here, level yourself up, drop some points into, I don't know, vitality or something, who knows. Dark Souls Falcon? Absolutely Dark Souls. What do we got here? Nothing? Okay, that's about it. So we got a little bit of light there. Any of these zombos have anything on their body? Sometimes they'll drop something, apparently not. These are the stingy variety. Over here we have an option, something you'll see in the future as well. If you're trying to be stealthy and you have time, maybe you take a more slower approach. If you're against the time, you'll make all those no warp, but you use your weapon to break down the gate in one go. But again, right now we do have time, so we'll take the long, loud approach. Although I imagine it'll probably be loud as well if you use like a weapon to bash open the gates, so who knows. I guess it'll probably just be opened up a lot quicker. I wonder if they'll percent maybe. It does seem that in the mutations that I've noticed in the tree lines that there's ways to slow down the mutation, so it'll kind of give you like longer time to explore. Because some people don't like to be rushed. I'm that type of person. I don't like the fact that I'm kind of rushing this game, but that's what they went with. Your skills will carry over to other survivors. I think the game presents it as knowledge of the virus, so I guess the more knowledge you acquire and you phone in, other survivors will be able to, like, say, walk faster, hit harder. How, zombie magic post-apocalypse, we'll call it, right? Future survivors know the stuff that you learned, even though they don't make too much sense, but it is what it is. Focus mode, we've got some scrap over here. Focus will let us know about important stuff in the map. Not everything. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not going to be indicated, but here we have at least 5 spots. One of them's the fire. I don't quite remember what the fire is for. Like, what's so important about the fire? But I'm hoping it'll give me a refresh here. We got board. Useless on its own, but we can indeed get a brick as well. We could throw items to distract zombies as well. I can't say I'm quite familiar with the ability, or at least the tactic. Though, this game seems to... Ooh, we got a radio tower already. This is how you would phone in your knowledge. It's right there, as a matter of fact. To pass over your knowledge, or at least your skills gained, to other survivors. Unfortunately, we don't have anything right now, so let's see if we could probably find something. It's gonna be a lot of zombos in there. Oh no, my friend. We're not gonna, we're not gonna be kicking this thing open right now. Let's see if we could possibly pop in through this window, is what I'm hoping. There's our fuel, which we do want. These seem to be the quick zombies, perhaps? I think some of them are the quick ones. Now, if you're crouched, they'll have a lot harder time spotting you. Not to say that you're not going to be... Like right now, they spotted me. Oh, come on. Luckily, it's the weak zombies. These are kind of like, I guess, children. These are literally children that have been mutated. They go down in one hit. Again, a lot of this reminds you of Days Gone. In Days Gone, you also had that little, like, swarmer zombies as well. They were, like, essentially kids. This game gives me a lot of, like, Days Gone vibes, so it's not a bad thing. Days Gone, fairly cool little open-world zombie survival game. We're gonna do a little bit of stealth about. And just drop it like it's hot on that zombie right there. Very good. What do we got? More scrap. Oh, you're alive. I guess I figured you were dead because I couldn't see you, but you were quite alive. And luckily, these are the slower zombies. Once you start getting into the runners and the bloat boys... Ah, that's what happened. So we stunned you. This door seems to be sealed up pretty tight. You seeing this right here? I don't think that's going to work. Let's see if we can hopefully pop in through... Yes, infection, mutation is what I talked about. Once that fills up, it's going to steal one of your health bars, number 1. But number 2, it'll also give you an ability meanwhile. But hey, too many of those and you do indeed perish. Let's go down through here. And I think we should be fun to just kind of explore because those zombies are outside. Encyclopedia knowledge, yo, let's go. Alright, and also, as I mentioned, permanent upgrades. Cool. And we have a couple of radios about, so we should be perfectly fine with that. That's just to be a door, don't worry about that. But as you saw, the knowledge... I'm fine. The knowledge is something you don't necessarily find in those question marks. It just seems to be random. Got ourselves another wrench. Good, because the one that we have is 8 hits away from being broken. Get a bandy as well. And I think we're going to probably... Molotov cocktail. Probably call it here for this place. Let's see about that question mark, and then we'll start booking it again. There's still a sense of urgency, as I've mentioned. Ooh, what's this? Oh, random gear. Now, when it comes to crafting, I think we could craft like this, but you craft better stuff if you find like a station. Yeah, so right now you have to just randomly put stuff together and see what works. It's kind of a really cool little system here. So right now, board itself is not going to do much for us. What about a can? It'll show up what you can actually mix it in. You won't know what the result, but it's basically trial and error. Ooh. We got more fuel. Do I care about more fuel? I think we've reached the limit. Although maybe I can hold up to 5. There's one more fuel can right there. The problem is that, well, it's guarded quite well by these bad boys. I'm not sure. Oh, I think we should be able to... Ooh. That actually worked out in our favor. Just grab it and run. Let's go refill. Let's send this knowledge in. And let's get the hell out of this. Ah! Let's get the hell out of this map. It was at this moment. It was at this moment. Now, Infector Boy. Yes, it did break. That's what I was hoping for. And he actually perished. Now, this guy will let us collect samples, which, in case you want to be a bit more daredevilish, you could literally infect yourself and proceed the mutation quicker so that you pick up abilities. Could be an interesting little run right there in the making, but that's what it's there for. These little sample things. Oh, we can't send it in because we don't have a battery. Oh, at least that one requires the battery. Is it the same for this one here? I have to imagine it's gotta be. Yeah. So without the batteries, this knowledge just means nothing for us. So you know what? Let's reload and let's get the hell out of here. We'll try to keep our eyes open for that. Now, the zombies, by the way, will try to harm your car. So leaving when they're surrounding your vehicle, not really the best. Put this wrench on. I don't want to blat, but I might. If I feel this is taking too long for us. Still alive. There it is. I think we should be fine here to just load her up. I think we go up to 5. Yes. Let's get out of here. They're going to try to hurt us, and they are. A little bit of damage. Had I been more patient, we're going to take him out, but whatever, it's fine. Neighborhood. This will require 2 fuel. 1 skull. This, I don't know what in the world the other... Oh, it's a Herc station. Oh, yo, let's go. Well, check it. Since we're about to come up, let's go and inject ourselves. And this will sustain us from not getting a mutation for a little while, at least. There's a lot of zombies here. The Herc station's all the way off to the right-hand side. I mean, we might have to go blad. We'll see if any of these zombies don't pick us up here. So far, it's working out fairly good. I'm not sure if maybe sticking to the brush would help. It seems we've attracted the attention of 1, maybe. 1 is fine. I think here's the thing. We could either go battery and probably keep it low-key, or we could just use the generator and alert the entire zombie mob to our location. Feel like we're gonna probably have to go a little bit blad happy here. I've been trying to avoid doing so because I'm pretty sure they will react to noise. At least if they're kind of around. Must reload. My friend, please. Just accept, perish. Accept it. Good God. Did not want to die? Yeah, so you see now they're moving over here towards the sound when they weren't even, like, you know, within our reach. So yeah, that's the reason why. It's not too far off, though, luckily, so there is that. Like, those guys, for instance, did not get triggered. Well, let's see if we could find something of value around here. This is a bigger map than I really thought it was to begin with. I thought we had the Herc station. Oh, that's no good. I thought we had the Herc station and off to the left. But no, there's a bit more stuff happening over there. Can you, like, remove yourself from the doorway so I don't smack it by mistake and make noise? Thank you. Locked. Of course. Any way to get in there? Doesn't seem like it, alright. Well, now our search for this battery really kicks into gear. I don't think this leads to that, no. But here's a TV. Yes! We only have 1 battery, so it's either knowledge or the injector. You know what? No. You know what? I think we should just go for the knowledge. Here's my reasoning. There's no way we're surviving all the way to the end, on the first run anyway. So, it's better to give our future survivors a chance, right? With some more skills under their disposal. Yeah. So you know what? pardon me while I instead decide to send this off. Do we not even have enough for one upgrade of something, is what you're telling me. So I made the wrong choice. Well, I'm a very salty individual right now. That's all I really can tell you. As I've also apparently alerted this angry man right here. You know what? I'm glad that you're chasing me down, because if you're angry chasing me, I'm even more upset after the decision that I made that has cost me a little bit of progression here. I want to see what these 2 question marks are before we set off that alarm over there. Ooh, we have a hatch. Please don't be locked. It is not. Okay. Take this board here for now. Just to go back out. I feel like we gotta cap that guy, you know? That guy. He was problematic. We're good. Let's grab a sample, I guess, if we want to get froggy and just basically pop every infected blood sample. Oh, we got ourselves... Is it a backpack from our carrying capacity? Nope, but it's a hunting rifle. And I like it just the same now. Okay, we have a slightly better weapon now. I was hoping for a backpack, though, because our carrying capacity early on is very limited. We should also see if we can now probably string together something. I was hoping we could find, like, an actual workbench to do that, but apparently it's not the case. Let's see. There we go. Tape and plastic bottle could go together. What is a graph? Well, let's find out. Oh, it's a suppressor, so an attachment, huh? Okay, I'm not sure we could attach it to the guns that we have. But, it's worth a try. Let's see. Range weapon. Attachments. Attachments. Possibly. It's possible. We can. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop that generator and get out of here. We'll probably get that second mutation even before we get the... Yeah. XP gain, flint chance, and replaces your dodge roll with a charge that knocks down enemies. You know what? If we're fleeing right now, as we are going to be, that could be kind of useful. I'd have preferred if you don't knock down the only barricade I have. To try to keep you guys away from killing me after I set this alarm off. Okay. Before we do this, let's have ourselves stamina heal, canned meat. Yeah, let's have ourselves a good old meal. And let's also do a quick reload here. I don't think we need the attachment on right now, but hey, so be it. Let's see about this. This is gonna be loud.
Bad idea.
Alright. Here comes everybody. You need 5 blood samples to make the injector. I need a battery for something else. You know what? This was a terrible, terrible mistake. I regret every decision I made in my life, but you know what? At least I've learned. Get me out of here. Get me the hell out of here. Oh god, okay. Well, hey, you know what? We've learned some good information. So the Herc Station, it's not as easy as the opening map where you just go in there and you pop a little thing and the freaking injector just pops out. It seems that there was at least one that required a battery to get one, and then there was one that you could turn 5 samples into, possibly, I imagine, another injector as well, like a little bit of an antivirus. So there's, if you go to a Herc Station, there's ways to get multiples by the looks of it. If you make it easy on yourself, have a battery to open up without making noise, and then you can go inside. If you have another battery, pop it in for the container, and if you have enough samples, pop that in as well for yet another antivirus. You can stock up that way. Alright, well, we learned very valuable information at least. Gas station is where I want to go because we are a little bit low right there on the old fuel, because this map did not produce much for us. Oh god. It's gonna be tough. I really don't want those knowledge points to go to waste either. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. This has been The Last Stand After Matt. All the information will be down below. It should now be available as you watch this, so if you guys enjoyed it, would like to see more, you know what to do. Otherwise, as I mentioned, all the info down below. I'll catch you next time.